Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome to my channel where I make your life easier, one video at a time. In today's video, I'm going to share with you tips on how to be positive at work. I've worked in the fast food industry for 6 years. I've interned at Create Cultivate, and I also was the assistant lifestyle editor at the Daily Titan. So I know what it's like to work with a team, and I also know the work environment. So if you found yourself being negative at work, you've caught yourself talking shit about your colleagues, or you just haven't been feeling eager to go to work because someone you don't like is working, well, I created this video to help you out. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so for the very first tip, don't let others steal your joy. When McDonald's promoted me to a manager position after working 4 months as a cashier, I experienced jealousy between coworkers, specifically the managers. Coworkers would find a reason to get each other in trouble. One time I requested a holiday off because my family and I were going to go to Six Flags Hurricane Harbor, and I was able to do that. And then when I got back to work, the boss had a talk with me about requesting holidays. She had mentioned that the managers found it unfair. That talk and my coworkers didn't get to me because I loved my job. I just realized that I'm going to focus on making the boss happy, not so much my coworkers. I maintained a positive outlook and kept working as a manager at McDonald's because I wasn't going to let gossip or jealousy get in the way of me getting the bag, you know? Ain't nobody gonna get in the way of me getting that shmoney, period. When I left McDonald's and went to Taco Bell, there was a manager who didn't like me at first because I went into the Taco Bell restaurant asking to speak with the manager who interviewed me, and that manager who didn't like me at first, she told me, she's not here and we're not hiring. Then the following week, I entered the restaurant in my Taco Bell uniform, ready to work. Because the manager who didn't like me at first told me no the previous week and I still walked in ready to work, that might have upset her a little. Don't get me wrong, I'm a very positive person who's reached their confidence level of 100%, but this manager intimidated me to the point that I wanted to quit. However, my mom talked me out of it. The following day, the manager who didn't like me at first, she made me wash the walls, and she overheard a coworker ask me, "Hey Christian, you like working here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I love Taco Bell." And that upset the manager even more. From then on, she became a helicopter manager where she was always checking up on me. She was always checking to see if I was getting my tasks done. And one day she asked me if I could clean the restrooms, and I had told her that I already did. And she checked to see if the restrooms were clean, which they were, and that's when she started to like me. She saw how hard I worked, so she dropped any type of feeling that she had toward me. Ever since that day, she stopped being a helicopter manager. And another time at Taco Bell, there was a new restaurant general manager who didn't like me. And I knew she didn't like me because she would only schedule me 2 days out of the week, and within those 2 days, I would still get sent home from either her or the other managers. I don't know if it seems like this, but I feel like I'm kind of complaining in my storytelling, but trust me, there are morals to these stories. Just let me finish. And I wanted to quit because of that, but luckily, my mom saved me again, and she told me, "Christian, don't even worry, you don't even need a lot of hours to work." And thankfully, I listened to my mother because if I would have quit Taco Bell, I would have never earned 5 scholarships. I would have never made it to Taco Bell's 30 under 30. They would have never invited me to their headquarters for the Live Más Scholarship workshops, and I would have never went to the NBA All-Star game. So, shout out to my mama. Alright, so the morals of these stories is don't quit or lose your positive attitude for no one in the workplace. You're always going to find someone in the workplace that you don't really get along with, and that's anywhere you go. Alright, so tip number 2 to being positive at work is leave your problems at the door. Life is tough, I get it. However, allow your workplace to be your escape. Whatever it is that you are dealing with at home, allow that to be placed on pause when you walk into the workplace. Some people go on vacation, attend music festivals, or simply go outside just to forget about their problems. Well, if you're not having any problems at work, then there is no need to feel negative or angry or upset. Think about it. Wouldn't you rather be at work when your home environment isn't as healthy? Someone that is going through hard times cannot simply get rid of their feelings instantly as soon as they walk into the workplace, but they can smile and focus on the good. If you want to be positive at work, be grateful that you don't have any problems at home and allow your workplace to be a helpful distraction. The third tip to being positive at work is If a team leader or coworker is motivating you, appreciate it. We may not all get along with our managers, and we may have even had an altercation. However, employees need to work together regardless of their differences. So if there's a team leader who you don't really see eye to eye with, who set goals and is encouraging you to achieve them, drop the negative attitude toward that person, work hard, and do your best to reach the workplace's targets. All right, so the fourth tip to feeling positive at work is avoid drinking or staying up late the night before you have to work. This tip requires self-discipline. For instance, say you decide to go to the club or to a party before you have to work early in the morning. If you choose to stay up late or drink until you're drunk, you are going to wake up the next morning with a hangover, and you are also going to feel exhausted. And if you go to work tired and exhausted, that is going to strip you away from your positivity. Thus, if your friends or family want to go out drinking or dancing the night before you have to work, here are some options on how you can be self-disciplined so that you can have fun and remain positive at work. So for the first option, say, not tonight, I have to work in the morning, but I'd be down to go when I don't have to work the next day. Second option, go out and have fun, but skip out on the drinking. So when you wake up in the morning, you're tired, but working without a hangover. For the last option, go out, but draw a boundary. For instance, you can say, yes, let's go, but I have to work in the morning, so we got to leave around midnight. We can't always get enough rest before an 8-hour shift, but resting is what's going to help you feel positive at work. So do your best to avoid drinking or staying up late the night before you have to work. One thing you will notice at your workplace are employees who are complaining about how tired they are. And you don't want to be one of those employees because you want to walk into the workplace with a positive attitude. Plus, when you are well rested, you are going to feel motivated and ready to work. All right, pause. If you are finding this video helpful so far, please make sure to like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more helpful tips every week. All right, let's get right back into the video. All right, so the fifth tip is to greet others. One tiny task that you can do to be more positive at work is to smile and to greet others. You don't want to walk into the workplace without a smile, walk past your coworkers, and ignore the customers. No, we don't do that. That's not respectful. You at least want to know your coworkers' names, even if you say you don't care, because at the end of the day, you are a team and you need each other. It's also not respectful when you greet others but they ignore you. However, that doesn't matter. If you greet people and they don't greet you back, that's on them. You accomplished your mini task of greeting others. And if you come into the workplace bringing in positive vibes and others don't want to accept your positive energy, like I said, that's on them, period. If you would like, you can go to work 10 minutes early, and before clocking in, go around and say hi to everyone who is working. Afterward, you can sit down and relax before your shift starts. You are going to place a smile on everyone's face, and you are going to feel better about yourself. If you want to be positive at work, you have to radiate positivity however you can. All right, so for the sixth tip is, it's a new day. Let all your worries wash away. We have all made mistakes and we have all had bad days at work. The mistakes we have made at work may have not been forgotten, but they are forgiven. Every day is a fresh start, so walk into the workplace with the right attitude. If you did not get in big trouble or fired for the mistakes that you made at the workplace, then there is no need to worry about what happened. You should learn from your mistakes and do your best not to repeat them. All right, so tip number 7 is allow cheerful people brighten your day. You know, not everyone is an optimist, not everyone has a bubbly attitude nor chooses happiness, but I'm sure that there are customers or coworkers who have some of those character traits. If you are not feeling positive at work, allow their cheerful attitudes to brighten your day. For instance, when I worked as a service champion at Taco Bell, there were times where the pressure and the constant order taking, it took away my joy. However, in these situations, I allowed the happy, polite customers to brighten my day. Even if I was feeling frustrated at that time, seeing the smile on a customer's face or hearing their gratitude helped me lighten up, which also helped me be more positive at work. Okay, so the 8th tip is positive affirmations. One thing I am guilty of doing before going to work is negative self-talk. I have caught myself saying, I don't want to go to work today.
Hey Christian, are you ready to work today?
Yeah, sure. So excited. Well, I have learned that complaining will only make things worse, and it may even land me a bad day at work. Anytime that my mom caught me complaining about work, she would always say, "Don't say that. Say, I'm excited to go to work." She would tell me that because she didn't want me to walk into the workplace with a negative attitude. So I switched to positive self-talk, another tiny task that you can do to be more positive at work. Before leaving the house, tell yourself, it's going to be a good day. I'm excited to go to work. Even if you have to fake it, say positive affirmations so that you can go into the workplace with an optimistic attitude. All right, and the ninth and final tip is be grateful you have a job. Another thing you can do to be more positive at work that requires no type of labor is to show gratitude. The fact that you are working, you are making money is much better than being at home in bed watching Netflix. Some people get laid off, so be grateful that you have a job even if you don't see yourself working there long term. And there you have it. Those are tips on how to be positive at work. If you enjoyed this video or if you found it helpful, please make sure to like it and comment down below if you have any questions, or comment anything that you do to be more positive at work, just so we can help each other out. Please make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel because I'm a full-time content creator now, so I am doing my best to publish a new video every week. All right, until next time, see y'all later.